He's back. Hi guys, welcome to Hoops Junction. Kevin Durant is back. First game back, dropped 16 points, 10 rebounds. I believe he had like 6 assists or 7 assists, something like that. If the Golden State Warriors weren't potent enough with KD in the lineup, and then they show you that, hey, we could win 11 straight without KD outside of the lineup, and now KD's back in the lineup, they're up 14 straight. I thought they were for sure goners in that 1 seed because San Antonio was gaining ground, and to me, San Antonio had a much more favorable schedule. Golden State beat the Rockets. They had like a 4-game stretch. They had to play the Rockets twice, San Antonio once, and I believe they had to play, it was the Timberwolves or Denver, one of those, or Portland, one of those. Golden State dismantles Houston twice. Golden State goes into San Antonio down 23-3, wins. Double digits, 110-98 or something like that. Then they're going on a run. They go on a run without KD. Everybody's like, well, you know, this doesn't look good for KD because Golden State has proved once again they never needed you. And they're like, well, it's better when Steph is the alpha dog and, you know, KD gets in line and, everybody falls in line. I'm going to tell you something. Guys, listen. It doesn't matter who, in Golden State, it doesn't matter who's taking the shots. It's sort of like, I'm going to give you an example. It's like Shaq and Kobe where everybody's like, well, Shaq has to be the man for them to win. Some people are like, Kobe has to be the man for them to win. All that matters is somebody stepping up and they're going to get the win. See, that's what it is for Golden State. They just care about who's going to step up and for them to win. You have the Golden State Warriors. They win like 9 or 11 straight without Kevin Durant. So they go back and they're putting up numbers better than their 73-19 offensively and defensively. Defensively, they're better than what they were last year. So that's scary within itself. You know what I'm saying? You're looking at a team that's ranked second defensively in the NBA today. And you guys are worried about, well, this doesn't look good for Kevin Durant. This is why Kevin Durant came to the Golden State Warriors. He came because he wasn't getting that support that he needed in OKC. You see what I'm saying? And this is why the Golden State Warriors went out and got Kevin Durant, because they know they have a guy. The guy comes back his first game, 16 points, 10 rebounds. You didn't hear what I just said. He had 16 points, 10 rebounds. He had a bunch of, like, 7 assists. Like, he almost had a triple-double first game back off of injury. That's why they went out and got him, because he complements their style of basketball. He's another shooter. He spaces the floor. You cannot double Curry. You cannot double Klay Thompson. You can't double Durant. And then the fact that when their offense is struggling, you could give the ball to KD and they could score. That was a no-brainer. But for you guys to saying like this doesn't look good for KD because they're able to win games. Well, they went 73-9 last year. KD wasn't on the team. Did that look bad for KD last year? Like, the one doesn't equate with the other. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying, like, well, if the Golden State Warriors able to win 5 straight without Stephen Curry, the team would be better off without Steph. Are you stupid? Like, that's the same argument with the Kevin Durant thing. Like, oh, they proved they could win without you. They won a championship without Kevin Durant, but they lost a championship without Kevin Durant last season. So now this season they brought Kevin Durant on board to say, hey, we're going to go back out. We're going to go ahead and get that chip that we lost, and we're going to bring KD along for the ride. He's going to get his first chip. This is the one thing that I was warning you guys against. With the Golden State Warriors, everybody's making fun of them for blowing a 3-1 lead. Everybody's making fun of them, Stephen Curry choked in the finals or whatever the case is. Which, honestly speaking, Stephen Curry hasn't had like a stellar finals. He hasn't had a mediocre finals though. He just didn't play like how he did in the regular season. But you're talking about a guy who was averaging I think the last couple of finals, he's been averaging like 24 points, 9 assists, or 8 assists or whatever, 40-something% shooting overall. Like, he's not like scrubbing. He's just not playing like crazy out of his mind, like lights out or whatever. And, the first finals, he got there. That's his first time there. So it's whatever. But second finals, he got injured. I mean, he was injured way before and he came in. But this year, you're going to get a new Stephen Curry. He's not going to be hurt. He's not going to be injured. And then this year, you're adding Kevin Durant to the mix. So, like I said before, the way the Golden State Warriors are playing, and the way that people have been egging them on, hating on them, talking trash, disrespecting Durant, just killing the team. Like, people are like, I don't understand this move. It doesn't make sense. Why would he go there? This, that, and the third. This is why he's going there. Warriors have won 3 straight seasons with 65-plus wins. They've been a model of consistency. They've been to back-to-back NBA Finals. They won the NBA Finals. They have a back-to-back MVP on their team. Honestly speaking, let's just say LeBron James had to make a decision. He had to make a decision. Like, let's just say he never won a ring. Like, he's in KD's position. You don't think LeBron James is going to Golden State? LeBron James went to Miami. All right? He went to Miami to join up with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. You see what I'm saying? People are like, well, he didn't go to the Celtics or whatever the case is, but he still went to go play with other people in their prime. Honestly, KD just took what LeBron James did and he remixed it and made it worse. But for you guys that you looking at this team right now, you don't think they're gonna go on a crazy run? The run that they're gonna go on, barring injury, is gonna be epic. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be they might go through the NBA Finals 12-0. I mean, through the NBA playoffs 12-0. They might. And that's like very far fetched. But I'm just saying, like, I could see the possibility of that because their defense is impregnable. Their shooting has just picked up like all of a sudden Stephen Curry is draining all these shots. He's doing all these step back stuff that he was doing a year ago, 2 years ago. It's looking like this is what we told you was coming. Like, you know, like your parents tell you, like, hey, you done messed up. When we get home, I'm gonna deal with you. And you in the car, you like laughing, you joking, you picking on your little brother, your little sister, you like whatever. Then you get home and all the laughing and joking stops. Your mother looks at you, your pops look at you, and they say, remember what I told you earlier? Go get the switch. Go get the belt. And you're like, what? Well, I thought you would just get, That's what it's looking like right now, ladies and gentlemen. The Golden State Warriors are well-oiled, and they were able to beat the Spurs without KD. They were able to shut down the Rockets twice. No KD. You had KD in the mix, they're going to be a hell of a matchup nightmare. And I think that they said that the defense is better without KD, but KD was leading the team in blocks. All right? Like, I mean, this team was leading the NBA in blocks with no true center. KD was getting like 4 or 3 blocks a game, whatever. I don't see how teams are gonna beat this team. I just don't. I think you could say like, okay, we have more depth, but the way that the NBA is doing the playoffs, they're gonna give teams a lot of rest between games. In NBA Finals, teams are gonna have 2-3 days to prepare. You're gonna give a young team 2 and 3 days to prepare that's on a mission to regain the chip that they lost. I'm sorry. I don't care what kind of depth that you have. Once they get in your behind, that's a wrap. Like that's it. I don't know what else to say about this team. This team, they're too good. Honestly, they're too good. They're too good. You're looking at a team that they know how to play without Curry because they did that in last year's playoffs up until I believe when they beat out Blazers. Stephen Curry came back that game 5, scored 17 points in overtime. Now they had KD going crazy. They win 65 games despite KD's injury. Now KD's back in the lineup. How do you expect to compete with that? Like, that's the thing. Honestly, you have to hope that they get hurt, or you have to hope that they make boneheaded decisions and turn over the ball like crazy. Even in that Christmas Day game against the Cavs come back and win, but people don't understand one thing about that game. The Golden State Warriors got every single shot that they wanted that game. The only reason they lost the game was because they went on a cold stretch because they stopped moving the basketball. But every single time down the stretch, they had a matchup that they wanted. Even the last matchup, when Richard Jefferson was against KD, that's a matchup you want. Because 9 times out of 10, KD cooks them. But that was that 1 time out of 10, KD fell on the ground or whatever, and they didn't call a foul. So, against every team, the Golden State Warriors, they're getting what they want. They're getting the matchup they want. They're getting the actions that they want. They're getting the defensive matchups that they want. They're getting everything that they want. So it's up to teams to try to take something away. But once you take one thing away, they come back with this. You take away KD, they come back with Clay. You take away Clay, they come back with Curry. You take away Curry, they come back with KD. You forget about Draymond Green. He's dying you up. He's making great passes. And I think that they're learning to have Curry come off the ball a lot more because he's a lot more dangerous that way, which is crazy. If you can imagine Draymond Green running your point, and then Curry, Durant, and Clay coming off back screens, backdoor picks, crazy cuts. I mean, they're just too good. I'm going to say it again. They're too good. And I made a prediction video. It was earlier this season. It was back in, I want to say January of 17. I said if they get to the finals, they're most likely going to sweep the finals. And, you know, I might be like going nuts. I might be making this might be hyperbole to some, but I'm dead serious. If they get to the finals, if you don't come with your A game, you're getting swept. You're getting swept because I think once they get to the finals and once Kevin Durant sees what it's like up there, the rare air, he's going to remember the fact that he was down 3-1. I don't think that man looking back. I think he's going to score. He's going to average 40 in the finals. He might do something crazy. But anyway, this is Vlad from Hoops Junction, where Hoops meets Hoopla. Peace.